Hi everyone, welcome to Dada's FoodCrave Kitchen. If you are new to my channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. In today's recipe, I'll be making some cilantro lime rice. If you are interested in seeing how I make this cilantro lime rice, please stay tuned. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because you'll be the first to be notified whenever I upload a video. So without any further ado, let's get cooking! Alright guys, these are the ingredients we're gonna use for our cilantro lime rice. Make sure you wash your cilantros really good. I had to wash them like 3 times because they come with sand in it. You're also gonna need a couple of garlic cloves. You're gonna need some onions. You can use lemon or lime. It all depends how much of a lime you want into your rice. This is optional. You don't have to use the jalapenos. I'm using some jalapenos in it. And if you decide to add any pepper, make sure the jalapenos are green, not like red, because then it will give the cilantro lime rice a different color. So I'm gonna squeeze the lemon instead of the lime. You're also gonna need some chicken broth. If you don't have chicken broth, you can use water and a whole stick of butter. If you're making a lot of rice, you can use the whole stick of butter or half a stick of butter. You need black pepper. You also need salt. And be mindful, if you are going to use butter, make sure you watch your salt intake. Make sure the butter is not too salty and your chicken broth is not too salty as well. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna cut up my lemons and give it a squeeze in a jar. This will get me ready to put the lime in the rice. If you want your rice too limey, you can use as much lime or lemon into your rice. Some people like to add the lime right before they eat it. I like to add my lime while I'm cooking it. So you're gonna squeeze it all up like so. I'm probably not gonna use all that lime into the rice, but as time goes on, I will have to decide how much I want my rice to be limey. So here you go. My lime was already squeezed into the jar. My lemons. So what you want to do, you want to add some of the lime zest into the lemon. Make sure when you adding the lime zest, do not scrape it all the way to the white side of the lime. Just on the top of the surface of it. You don't want to add that white side of it because it comes very bitter and it will ruin your recipe. As you can see, I'm slightly scraping it. You don't need a lot, just like a little bit of the lime zest. And I think that is enough for me. As you can see, I did not scrape none of the white stuff on the lime because that will make my rice really bitter. So you just mix it up with a spoon, like so. And then you're just gonna put that aside. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut up my onions into little pieces. Make sure you chop your onions really fine. And then you also chop up your garlic. And your jalapenos, if you really want some jalapenos in your lemon rice, in your cilantro rice. Like I said, it's optional. Then you chop your cilantro in really fine chop. I'm using 2 bunches of cilantro. You can add more if you want. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your favorite pot and add in 1 stick of butter. I'm making 4 cups of rice, so I wanted to add 1 stick of butter, which is equivalent to half a cup of butter. If you don't want to use butter, you can use olive oil or whatever oil you have. That's fine. I just wanted to use the butter. This will give the rice a really nice flavor. And once your butter is all melted up, you're just gonna add your onions. Make sure the butter is heat up really good too, in order for the onions to be able to fry in the oil. So you're just gonna add your onions, your jalapeno peppers, and your garlic into the butter and stir fry it. Let it translucent a little bit. Until it change a little bit of texture. The reason why I explain, if you decide to add any type of pepper, make sure your peppers are green, because you don't want to add any other color like red or orange pepper into your cilantro lime rice, because it will change the whole look of the recipe. Everything has to be green. Since it's called cilantro lime rice, that's why I'm adding a green jalapeno. It's optional. If you don't want it spicy, do not add it. So once the onions is all translucent, and fried up really good, you're gonna add your rice. My rice was all washed up really nice. Make sure you wash your rice, guys. Always wash your rice, at least. So you're gonna add your rice into the pot and stir fry the rice until it's like crispy. It's like you're making fried rice. This is 4 cups of rice. You can fry the rice until it's a little kind of like golden color a little bit. like toasted type of thing. You know, you gotta toast your rice into the butter. And then you're gonna add some salt to taste. Like I said, be mindful of your salt. If you're gonna use a salted butter, make sure you be careful you don't add too much salt into your rice, because mind you, you're gonna be adding also some chicken broth. So once your rice is all toasted up really nice and kind of crunchy, like so. It smells so good, guys. And now what you're gonna do is, since I mentioned that I'm cooking 4 cups of rice, I'm gonna add that whole container of chicken broth. Like I said, if you don't have chicken broth, you can always feel free to add water, or you could make your own, you know, water broth by adding some chicken bouillon into the water. You don't want to add too much water into your rice too, because then it's going to be too mushy. So now what you're going to do is you add your lemon or your lime squeeze with the lime zest into the rice. You can put as much lime as you want into your rice. It all depends how much lime you want how much lime you want your rice to taste. I needed a little bit of salt, so I'm adding more, and I'm using kosher salt this time. If the lime is not enough, I mean, like I said, if you're not sure about the lime, you could always squeeze some lime when the rice is ready. So I tasted my salt and it was perfect. So what you're gonna do is just wanna cover your pot and lower the heat, guys, to medium high, at least like number 3. I forgot to add some black pepper, so I'm gonna add like a pinch of black pepper into the rice. It's always a good idea. I found out that when you use some parchment paper to cover your rice and then put the cover on top, you don't want your rice to be really mushy or have extra water added into the rice. You can add parchment paper and then put the cover on top. In that way, there will be no extra water going into your rice. It will come out really perfect, because all that sweat from the pot will add more water into the rice. So what I'm gonna do here is I have some ground beef, because I'm gonna enjoy my cilantro lime rice with some ground beef and some beans on the side. You can enjoy it with anything you like. You can enjoy it with baked chicken. You could use it as a side dish. You know, it's just like eating a burrito in a bowl but not the burrito itself. You can enjoy it with some avocados. So you're just gonna brown up your meat. Like I said, you don't have to make ground beef on the side. You can eat it with any sides that you want. I decided to make mine with ground beef and beans. So that it will kind of taste like I'm eating some burrito in a bowl. So I'm gonna add some garlic salt into the ground meat. If you don't have garlic salt, you could use salt. That should be enough. You could use onion powder. So once your meat is all browned up, I'm gonna be adding some taco seasoning into the ground beef. First, I'm gonna add the black pepper, of course. Like I said, I didn't have to do the ground beef on the side. The whole idea of my recipe today is just the cilantro lime rice, but I just wanted to throw it out there and give you guys an option of what to eat it with, because I think it will go really well together. As I mentioned, it's like eating a burrito without the burrito itself, like a taco type of thing, without the starch. Because you know you're already eating rice that's full of starch anyway. So I'm gonna add 2 packs of taco seasoning into my ground beef, which is like, it has like 25% less sodium. You can use the spicy one, you could use the mild one, whichever rocks your boat. So once your meat is all browned up, you add your taco seasoning into the ground beef, 2 packs of it. At first I thought I was going to use 1 pack, but I needed another pack, so it's total 2 packs of taco seasoning. Here's the second pack. So I'm doing that while my rice is cooking. You want to give the rice at least one good 45 minutes to cook before you can check on it. But make sure, like I said, your heat is not too high. So I'm going to use red kidney beans in a can. I usually will rinse my beans out of the can because I don't want all that chemical that's in the can in my food. So what I do is I rinse all that chemical that they add into the beans with water. Like so. I don't know what all those stuff are in the can. It's so thick, so I always rinse them out. So you're gonna add your favorite red kidney beans, or you could use black beans if you want. You don't necessarily have to add red kidney beans. You can use the black beans as well. So you're gonna mix them really well together, the ground beef, the taco seasoning, the garlic salt. Just like so. Like I said, you can eat it with baked beans, you can eat it with fried chicken, whatever you want to eat your cilantro lime rice with, that's fine. But I think this is a good idea to make it with the ground beef. If you have to add any salt, you add salt to your taste. You can use the spicy taco seasoning as well. Now I'm gonna be checking on my rice. It was like 45 minutes into cooking the rice. It came out really perfect. This is why I said if you decide to add any peppers, make sure your peppers are green, not red. You make sure your rice is really cooked, not undercooked. And my rice was pretty much cooked. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna add your chopped cilantro into the rice, like so. If you want your rice to be more greener, you can add as much cilantro as you want. You could actually blend your cilantro into a paste and add it into the rice. But I prefer to make mine like that. You always feel free to blend your cilantro into a paste. Cilantro is very healthy for you. Very, very healthy. So that's all you're gonna do pretty much. After your rice is all cooked, just add the cilantro into it. At this point, if you want to add more lime or lemon into the rice, you can do so. Or you can wait until you're eating it. You can just squeeze some of the lime on top of the rice. And have your ground beef with beans on the side. You can enjoy it with some avocados. And voila, my cilantro lime rice is ready. This is pretty much like a Mexican food, you know, like with the tacos and the burritos. You know, when they will make like a tacos for you, you know, they will just or a burrito, you can put the rice into the burrito and put the ground beef and put some cheese or whatnot into the burrito and just fold it up. Or you can just eat the taco in a bowl without the tortilla. So what I'm gonna do here, as I always do, I have to make sure I decorate my plate really nice and look presentable. You don't have to do it, it's optional, but I just wanted to put some rice into a cup to kind of like shape it up a little bit to make it look nice for you guys. And if you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to share and hit that like button. And if you are new to my channel, while you are at it, just hit that subscribe button and come for more. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. It's always a pleasure to bring you guys this meal. So I'm just gonna decorate my cilantro lime rice with some lime on the side. And I want to give a special shout out to a very special friend. It's a YouTuber. He's a nice brother to me. He's very kind. His name is Adventure with Sub. If you go to YouTube and you want to look for Adventure with Sub, please check out his channel. He's a very awesome guy. He's very loyal. He can do anything for anybody. He's a good friend of mine. I met him on YouTube, and since then I just feel like, you know, I've known him forever. So If you ever go to YouTube or while you are after watching my video, please search for Adventure with Sub and you will find his channel, and please watch his videos and see what he's all about. Adventure Sub, I love you. You are an awesome person. I am so grateful and I'm happy that I met you, and I think we're gonna stay friends for a very long time. I was very excited and very grateful of meeting you. And here is my cilantro lime rice. It's ready, guys. It's all nice and ready, all decorated really pretty. Like I said, I'm gonna be enjoying my cilantro lime rice with some ground beef on the side. You can enjoy it with some avocados. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Ta-ta.